Look, here's the deal. Your 20s and early 30s are the most important decade for building wealth. Not your 40s, not your 50s. Right now. And I know that sounds like pressure. But what I'm about to share isn't meant to stress you out. It's meant to wake you up. Because here's the thing that nobody tells you. The mistakes that cost you the most don't look like mistakes when you're making them. They look completely normal. They look like everyone else around you. You go out with friends. You upgrade your apartment after a raise. You tell yourself you'll figure out the investing thing next year. You're not alone. And that's actually the problem. When everyone around you is making the same mistakes, it feels like the right thing to do. But after this video, you'll know exactly what to change. And more importantly, how to change it. Starting this week. The median net worth for Americans under 35 is just $14,000. $14,000 for an entire decade of working. Think about that for a second. If you've been in the workforce since 22 or 23, that means the average person is accumulating barely $1,400 of net worth per year. That's not a savings problem. That's a strategy problem. And it's not because people aren't earning. It's because of 7 specific mistakes that keep compounding in the wrong direction. I'm going to walk through every single one. I'll tell you exactly what the mistake is, why it's costing you, and what to do instead. My name is Luca. I spend way too much time thinking about money. And today, we're not doing vague financial advice. We're getting specific, not someday. Let's break it down. If you want more videos like this, hit subscribe. I break down personal finance strategies every single week in plain language, and we are just getting started. All right, let's get to the heart of the matter. Mistake 1, saving leftovers instead of investing first. Most people save their leftovers. And leftovers, after rent, bills, groceries, coffee, subscriptions, are usually nothing. Maybe $50 if you're lucky. Some months, it's literally zero. But here's the thing. Saving is not the same as investing. And saving what's left is a fundamentally broken approach. The principle that changes everything is called pay yourself first. Before you pay your landlord, before you pay Netflix, before you touch your paycheck, you automatically move a set amount directly into an investment account. You never see it, so you never spend it. It removes willpower from the equation entirely. Now, here's where I want to challenge you. Look at what the math actually says. Even $100 a month invested in an S&P 500 index fund from age 25 becomes roughly $350,000 by age 65. That same $100 sitting in a traditional savings account earning 0.5%, maybe $60,000. Same $100. Same person. The only difference is where it went. And while that savings account feels safe, it's actually losing value to inflation every single year, which runs 3 to 4% on average. Your money is shrinking in real terms without you doing anything wrong. Apps like Fidelity, Vanguard, and Acorns make automation incredibly easy. Set it up once. Let it run. The most important financial decision you'll make this decade isn't which stock to pick. It's whether you automate your investing before your lifestyle takes over. Mistake 2, lifestyle inflation after every raise. Here's where it gets really interesting. Most people's expenses grow exactly as fast as their income. They get a raise. They upgrade the car. They get a bonus. They upgrade the apartment. Maybe a nicer gym, a couple more streaming services, dinner out more often. Each one feels small and deserved. Together, they cancel out every financial gain you've ever made. This is called lifestyle inflation, also known as the hedonic treadmill. You keep running, but you never actually move forward. And the psychological trap is that the upgrade genuinely feels earned. because you did work hard for that raise. But the question isn't whether you deserve the upgrade. The question is, what does your future self deserve? Think about it this way. If you've been living on your current income for the last 6 months, you've already proven you can be comfortable at this level. You don't need more to be comfortable. You need more to be free. And freedom comes from the gap between what you earn and what you spend. Every time your income goes up, the most powerful move is to increase your investment amount by at least half of that raise before you touch the rest. If you earn $200 more per month, put $100 into an investment account automatically. You'll barely notice the loss. Over 10 years, you'll absolutely notice the gain. Mistake 3. Carrying high-interest debt while investing. Now, you might be thinking, but Luca, I'm already contributing to my 401k. That's great. But here's the thing. If you're carrying credit card debt at 22 to 24% interest while investing in a fund averaging 8 to 10% returns, you're losing money. The math literally doesn't work. Let me put real numbers on this. Say you have $5,000 in credit card debt at 22% interest. That's costing you $1,100 a year just to carry it. If you invest that same $5,000 and earn 10%, you make $500. You are net negative $600 per year. And that gap widens every month you don't address it. High-interest consumer debt is the wealth emergency that most people treat like background noise. It's just part of life, right? No. Before you invest $1 beyond your employer match, eliminate any debt above 10% interest. That guaranteed return from paying it off beats most investment vehicles on the market. Now let me be clear. Your employer match is always worth taking first. That's a 50 to 100% instant return on your contribution. Never leave that on the table. But beyond that, debt over 10% first, every time. And once you clear it, take that exact monthly payment you were making toward the debt and redirect it straight to investing. You've already been living without it. You won't even notice. If this is resonating so far, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. It seriously helps more than you know. We're halfway through. Let's keep going. Mistake 4. No emergency fund. Think about this for a second. Every time life throws a surprise, a car repair, a medical bill, a job disruption, and you don't have an emergency fund, what happens? You go into debt. And every time you go into debt unexpectedly, you set your wealth building back by months, sometimes years. Worse, it creates financial stress that leads to worse decisions across the board. It becomes a cascade. One bad month causes 2 bad months. The target is 3 to 6 months of living expenses sitting in a high-yield savings account. Not invested, liquid, accessible within 24 hours. Now I know what you might be thinking. Luca, that feels like an overwhelming number. And it is. So let's make it simple. Your first goal isn't 6 months. Your first goal is $1,000. Because $1,000 covers most real emergencies. Once you hit $1,000, aim for 1 month, then 3, then 6. This is not lost money. This is your financial immune system. Without it, 1 bad month can wipe out an entire year of smart decisions. And a high-yield savings account right now can earn you 4 to 5% interest while you build. So it's working for you at the same time it's protecting you. You're not alone if you don't have one yet. But starting it this week changes everything. Mistake 5. Ignoring tax-advantaged accounts. Here's where most people leave real money on the table. And I don't mean a little money. I mean thousands of dollars per year that the government is essentially offering you for free. And most people under 35 either don't know about it or haven't set it up yet. A Roth IRA lets your investments grow completely tax-free. You pay taxes on the money going in, but when you retire, you pay zero on the withdrawals. Zero on decades of compounding growth. A 401k often comes with employer matching, which is literally free money added to your account just for participating. And a health savings account, an HSA, is the only account in existence with a triple tax advantage. Tax-free contributions, tax-free growth, and tax-free withdrawals for medical expenses. Now, let me be clear. You don't need to max all of these out right away. The Roth IRA limit is $7,000 per year. That can feel huge. But opening one today and putting in even $50 a month is exponentially better than waiting until you figure out your finances. Here's where I want to challenge you. This week, not someday, this week, open a Roth IRA if you don't have one. Fidelity and Vanguard both have free accounts with no minimums. Set up a $50 monthly automatic contribution. Just start. These accounts exist specifically to help regular people build long-term wealth. Not using them is quietly one of the most expensive decisions you'll make before 35. Mistake 6, trying to time the market. This is where even financially aware people go wrong. And I get it. It feels smart to pull out when the market drops and jump back in when things stabilize. But the data on this is overwhelming. According to Dalbar's quantitative analysis of investor behavior, the average investor consistently underperforms the market, not because of bad stock picks, but because of bad timing. They panic sell on the way down. They buy back in after the recovery is already done, always one step behind. Professional fund managers, people with Bloomberg terminals, research teams, and decades of experience, underperform a simple index fund 80% of the time. 80%. If they can't reliably time the market, the idea that we can do it by watching financial news on our phones it's just not realistic. The strategy that beats almost everything is called dollar cost averaging. You invest a fixed amount, say $100, every single month, regardless of what the market is doing. When prices are high, your $100 buys fewer shares. When prices are low, your $100 buys more. Over time, this naturally averages out your cost, and you benefit from the long-term upward trend without ever needing to predict the future. Set it. Keep investing. Turn off the financial news if it makes you panic. The stock market has recovered from every single crash in history. Everyone. The only people who lost permanently were the ones who sold at the bottom. Mistake 7. Waiting until you feel ready. And this is the big one. This is the mistake that costs more than all the others combined. Not just financially, but psychologically. The average person says they'll get serious about money when they earn more, when they pay off their loans, when things settle down, when life stops being so complicated. But here's the thing. There is no ready. There is only now. A 25-year-old who starts investing $100 a month will have significantly more at 65 than a 35-year-old who starts with $300 a month. Let that sink in. The person investing less money, but starting earlier, wins. Every single time. The math of compounding doesn't care about your circumstances. It only rewards the people who start. Here's the mindset shift I want you to walk away with today. Starting imperfectly is infinitely better than waiting perfectly. $50 a month is not embarrassing. It is powerful. Because $50 a month at 25 beats $500 a month at 40. Every single time. You're not alone if you haven't started yet. But the best time to start was yesterday. The second best time is right now. All right, let's get practical. 3 actions, this week, not someday. 1. Open a Roth IRA today if you don't have one. Fidelity and Vanguard both have free accounts. Set up a $50 per month automatic contribution. Do it before this video ends. 2. List every debt you carry and its interest rate. Anything above 10%? That is your financial priority above all non-matched investing. Treat it like the emergency it is. 3. The next time your income goes up, raise. A bonus, side income. Commit right now that 50% of that increase goes straight to savings or investments. Make that decision now, while you're thinking clearly, not in the moment when the upgrade is right in front of you. If you can dodge these 7 mistakes and invest even a small amount consistently, you've already learned some of the most powerful lessons you'll need to build long-term wealth. The gap between where you are and where you want to be is smaller than you think. But it only closes if you start. So what's next for you? The choice is yours. Subscribe now to keep building your financial knowledge with me. Let's continue this journey together and make sure these mistakes stay in your past, not your future.